Hello, I'm JP Miller, author of the Leaders Like Us series with Carson DeLusa, Rourke Educational Media. Welcome to our ride-along discussion for the Gabby Douglas story. Today we're going to talk about vocabulary words, our choice of words, and also how I keep the count down for the reading levels. A lot of that is dependent on the vocabulary and the words that I choose as the writer. So first of all, we'll talk about vocabulary words. There are some words that we won't be able to avoid. So in the example of Gabby Douglas, gymnastics, we know we'll have to speak on gymnastics and performance and routine, things of that nature. There are certain words just by nature of what the person does or has done that I write about that we will have to use. Now, this gets tricky when I'm writing about someone that has a field of technology or medicine. Sometimes those words will be a little bit more, and it will make the vocabulary or the reading level a little bit heavy. So in the case of Gabby Douglas, we really didn't have any of those type words, but for our vocabulary words that we highlighted, we had to make sure that we would use gymnastics and some of those things that maybe the reader had never been introduced to, that we highlighted and let that be a vocabulary word and then gave the definition of it in the back. Now, another thing is the vocabulary that I choose to use while I'm writing the story itself. And so what I do is I'll just go ahead and write the story out. And then I'll take it through this program that we have called ATOS that will tell me what level that I've written that particular section on. And I usually, like I talked to you about in the outlines, I'll have 3 sections, and I'll take that first section and cut and paste it, put it in this program, and it'll tell me what reading level it comes out at. So if I see that it's a higher reading level that I want it to be, or that I need it to be to make the overall story for 1st through 4th graders, then I will have to go back and highlight that word and try to find a word that is a little less complicated than that. And then I also have a book that I like to use, the Children's Writer's Word Book. This book I like because it tells you the words by grade level and why that word is in that particular grade level. So it may be because it's a compound word or that it's a multisyllable word that determines what grade level that it is. So all of that is taken into consideration when I'm writing the story and using vocabulary in terms of the entire story, and then in my choice of vocabulary words that we highlight to have in the activity section. So it was a little fast, but I hope that that gave you enough information to know how I, as a writer, choose my words and how it affects the overall reading level of the story. Thank you.